Good morning everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Lead Classes. I am Anjali. Children, now 19th of May is your next exam of computer applications, and I know most of you are already ready and just a quick revision you need. Now today we will be doing a program which already I gave you for the practice, and many of you commented that you want me to solve this question, and along with the solution of that program I am telling you what is the correct way of doing the program, right? So I have taken this question for solving that. So I have taken this question and I will be telling you all the points which you need to take care of while doing the program, right? The question which I have taken is, write a program to input 20 integers in an array A. Place all the even elements in array even and odd elements in array odd and display them. Children, first thing which you have to pay attention, that if any variable name is specified in the question, please use that variable name. Like here if we see array A is given, array even is given and array odd is given. We have to take 3 arrays in this program and all the names are given. So first important thing which you have to keep in your mind, check the question carefully. If any variable name is given, then please take that variable name only, right? So let me first tell you the logic for this question and then we will write the program. Before we move further, I would like to share something very important with you. Children, as you know, Unacademy is India's largest learning platform, and now it is providing the education to our ICSE and IAC board children also by the topmost educators. And before the price hikes, I would recommend you to avail these subscriptions. For ISC, it is for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and 12 months. Right, children? And don't forget to use my code LEAF, LEAF, to get special discounts. Right, children? And definitely for my dear ICSE children, for you also Unacademy has different duration subscriptions. It is 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months and 24 months. So before the price hikes, don't miss the opportunity and use my code LEAF to get special discounts. You will be definitely getting the education from the topmost educators. So this is a golden opportunity for you for the upcoming academic session. Do join Unacademy. Children, like I always tell you, first you have to do input part and then the calculation and then printing, right? So first your question is, input 20 integers in an array A. So we have to input 20 integers, and you know the array subscript starts from 0 and the last subscript for 20 values will be 19. From 0 to 19, total 20. Right? When you will enter the array elements in integer array A. Now, when you will execute, then only the user will input the array elements. The array elements can be all odd, all even. It can be 5 even, 15 odd, 15 odd, 5 even, or 10, 10. It can be in any ratio, right? So, we don't know. Maybe all are even, maybe all are odd. So what will be the size of array even and array odd? To be on safer side, we will take the size of array even also 20 and array odd also 20, because maybe the user is entering all even numbers or maybe all odd numbers, right? Afterwards, we will be placing the elements and then only printing 5 or 10 depending upon how many even or odd values are entered, right? Now, all of you know how to check whether the element is even or odd. We divide the number by 2 and if the remainder is 0, then the number is even, and if it is not 0 or if it is 1, that means the number is odd, right? So, suppose the user has entered these elements. I have written here 2. 2 modulus 2 is equals to 0, right? So 2 is even, so we will place 2 here, then 12 is again this 3. 3 is odd. So 3 will be placed here, then 9 will be placed here, 16, 4, 100, 7. Now children, when we are doing, if you notice here, this 2 is at 0th index number and even it is 0. 12, 1, index number, here also it is 1. Now 3 element, that is value 3 is at index number 2. But here we are placing it at index number 0. So we are placing it from the beginning of array even or array odd, and every time the next element which we are getting, after checking whether it is even or odd, we are placing it to the next value. Now how that next will be, there we are not keeping from 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. We are not doing like that. So for doing this, the logic which we will be applying, we can take two values E and O as 0 in the beginning. Why 0? Because 0 is the first index number in an array and the first value which is to be placed in both the elements is at index number 0. Right? So what we will do, we are placing 2, checking 2 and placing it at 2. And which index number? At 0 index number. After that, when we have placed the value, we'll add 1 to that and now this will become 1. Next value is 12. 12 is even. So 12 will be placed here. So after placing 12 at index number 1, we will add 1 to this and make it 2. Now third element, that is index number 2, is odd element, right? So odd element where it will has to be placed at index number 0. After placing it at 0, we will add 1 to this and we'll get the index number 1. 9 is odd, we'll place it at index number 1, add 1 to this. This will become 2. 16 is even number, so 16 where it has to be placed at index number 2. After placing, we will add 1 to that. Now 4 is again even, we will place it at 3, add 1 to this. 100 is even, that will be placed at 4th index number like this. So let me summarize how we are doing. We have taken two variables for two arrays for the index numbers and we have started that from index number 0. So every time if we are keeping the value in array even, we are implementing the variable of even by 1, and if we are keeping the odd element, we are increasing the value of odd by 1, right? So now let me write the program and please pay little more attention and just see how I am writing and how you have to write this program in your exams, right? Children, I told you earlier also, please write the question number. Don't miss the question number. So first you will be writing the question number and after that write a comment entry, right? Program to store elements in array even and array odd, like this, right? Children, there is no hard and fast rule for the language which you write in comment section. So here any appropriate comment should be given. You can give single line comment also, multi-line comment also. It is totally up to you. Then definitely if scanner input is there, then import statement will be there, and then class name. Class name also please check in the question. If the class name is mentioned, please use that class name. Public static void main, and then we have created the scanner object because we will be using next int function for entering the values. Then one more comment entry I have given here, declaration of arrays. So here if you see I have written int a equals to new int 20. This is already mentioned in the question that you have to input the array elements in array A of size 20, right? 20 integers you have to input. Now like I told you, we never know what the user can enter. User can enter all 20 even, all 20 odd. So the maximum limit for even and odd, both the arrays should be 20. So we have declared two more arrays with the name even and odd of size 20 only. And like I explained you, I have taken two variables, e equals to 0 and o equals to 0. And this we have taken for the index number where we have to place the values in array even and array odd. Right, children? And after that, here input in array A. One more comment entry. System.out.println, enter 20 integers. 20 integers, you have to give the message what the user is supposed to input, right? Whether it is name or age or marks or what. So always give the proper message here. Then take the loop for int I equals to 0, I less than 20, I plus plus, ai equals to sc dot next int. So till here we have done the first part of the program. Write a program to input 20 integers in array A. Now our second part will start. Place all the even elements in array even and all elements in array odd. So one more comment entry I have given here, storing elements in even and odd arrays, right? Now here this storing part we can do here with input also, but I always prefer whenever we are doing array programs, one loop for only input, one for calculation and then for printing. It is always better, right? Now children, we will do how to place the elements in array even and array odd. So we have total 20 elements that we have to place in array even and array odd, right? Now first element is stored in A0, then A1, A2. So where is the array element stored? In AI, in A variable, and I is the subscript. So we will be checking if AI modulus 2 is equals to 0. Modulus 2 equals to 0, that means this array element is even array element, right? This is even integer. Now if this is even, we have to place it in even array. So what we have to do? Even of E equals to A of I. Now children, please pay attention, this is very important. Even of E, what is the value of E for the first time? It is 0. So in even 0, A0 is stored from here. Suppose A0 is even element, right? And if it is not even, that means it is odd. If we categorize the numbers integers, if either the number will be even or it will be odd. So here else we can take odd of O is equals to A of I. Now one thing is missing over here. What is that? Yes, you are right. Now after that, the value of E has to be changed for the next placing. If I will not increase the value of E, then always it will be stored in even 0 only, because we are not updating the value of E. So what we have to do? We have to increase the value of E if we are placing the value in even array, and we have to increase the value of O if we are placing the value in odd array. Now children, very common mistake is that whenever you are doing such calculation part, children print there only. So here only they print even E. No, that is wrong. Whenever you have to print all the array elements, then the separate loop should be used for printing all the array elements, right? Now suppose here, suppose 7 elements are even and 13 are odd. So what will be the value of E and O after completion of this loop? 7 and 13 only, because every time we are increasing it according to that, right? So now after placing these elements, we have to display those elements. So again we can put one more comment entry here, displaying array even and odd. Right children? So children, again we will use the loop for printing the values of array even and array odd. Now here what I have to take? 20 less than 20? No, because we don't have 20 elements in even. Maybe 20 can be there, maybe 10, maybe 5. So from where we are getting that value? From this E variable. So here you will take I is less than E. Suppose here the elements are stored till even 5 subscript, right? After storing 5th subscript value, the value of E will become 6. So I have taken less than 6. Less than 6 means 0 to 5 will be displayed, right? And here I plus plus, and you can just give the message System.out.println even of I. Close it. Similarly, we can print for array odd also, int, I equals to 0, I less than O, I plus plus, and system dot out dot println odd of I. Close this for loop. Children, I would recommend that before printing also you use a print statement here. Say system dot out dot println odd elements. And similarly, we can have one print statement here, System.out.println even elements. After this you close main, and after that you close class. Now children, this is one arrays program. Now once you complete the program, what all important things you have to check? That whether you have used import statement or not. Just check very fast whether semicolon is there everywhere or not. After for, after if, no semicolon will be there. Most of you put after the closing bracket of for and if you put semicolon. Please check that semicolon should not be there, right children? And then the number of opening and closing braces should match. Now if you have started opening of 4, closing of 4, opening of 4, closing of 4, opening, closing, and then whether you have closed main and class or not. So please pay attention to these points. Then the next point which you have to check is any variable which you have taken here like E and O, whether you have declared those variables or not. Declaration and initialization, two different things. Declaration means to declare the data type of the variable, like here int E equals to 0, comma O equals to 0. This is declaration plus initialization. Sometimes you write int E comma O semicolon. Statement is correct, no problem. But initialization is required here because when we are using this, even E for the first time, some value should be there in E. So check where the initialization is required, where it is not. So the important points, semicolon where it has to be, where it should not be there. Import statement given or not, scanner class object created or not, the function next int, whether you have written correctly or not, I has to be in capital letter, no space here. Sometimes children what they do, here they write scanner in, and by the time they come here and write this function, they write sc. So please match whether this object is there same here or not, right? So these are some important points. Please don't miss the comment entries. At least 3-4 comment entries should be there. It can be single line, it can be multi-line comment entries, right children? So next exam is of computer. So don't worry, I know all of you are ready. Just a quick revision is required. Please check the Telegram channel. All the topics for your semester 2 exams are there. So wish you all the very best for your upcoming computer applications exam, and don't forget to tell me your performance in the comment section. I'll be waiting for that. If you haven't subscribed the channel till now, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications for all the videos and no important topic is missed by you. You may join us on our Telegram channel also. The link is there in the description box. Keep practicing. Come with flying colors. God bless you children.